Errol Flynn's daughter. Finally confirms what we thought all along. When I was a kid, my dad was, and still is, a lover of older movies. So, while other kids were watching Jurassic Park, he raised us on a steady diet of the old classics. Errol Flynn was the king of old movies, right up there with John Wayne. Some of my earliest memories consist of movies like Captain Blood, Northern Pursuit, Dive Bomber, Objective Burma, The Merry Adventures of Robin Hood, and other greats. I love Errol Flynn. Shortly after his death, the corpse of actor John Barrymore was borrowed by director Raoul Walsh and was left propped on a chair for a drunken Errol Flynn to discover when he came home. In 2020, John's granddaughter, Drew Barrymore, confirmed this story. Hope he was embalmed. It can get pretty hot in Los Angeles at the end of May. If you look up Flynn's account of it online, I don't think they kept the body for long. Walsh pranked Flynn with the corpse, and they had a drink and put the body back in the car and drove it around and back to the morgue before morning. Absolutely macabre and unpleasant story, but I guess within that particular group of oddballs, it was sort of par for the course. Good friends to wild things. If I should go before my friends, I too hope they take me on one last night out on the town. I'm sorry, but Errol Flynn has got to be one of the most handsome Hollywood stars of the 1930s and perhaps of all time. Today, we invite you to delve into the life of Errol Flynn and discover the remarkable journey of this talented actor. Errol Flynn's romantic life was as tempestuous and dramatic as any of his on-screen adventures. His first marriage, to French actress Lily Damita in 1935, was marked by passion and tumult. Despite their initial chemistry, their relationship was fraught with jealousy, infidelity, and clashes of temperament. The marriage ultimately ended in divorce in 1942, leaving behind a trail of tabloid headlines and broken hearts. However, it was Flynn's off-screen relationship with Olivia de Havilland, his frequent co-star and close friend, that captured the public's imagination. Though their bond was never confirmed to be romantic, their on-screen chemistry and genuine affection for each other fueled speculation and rumors of a clandestine romance that endured throughout their lives. Errol Flynn's reputation as a Hollywood heartthrob extended beyond the silver screen, as he indulged in a hedonistic lifestyle filled with numerous affairs and scandals. His devil-may-care attitude and insatiable appetite for pleasure often led him into the arms of numerous women, both famous and obscure. From starlets to socialites, Flynn's amorous escapades became fodder for gossip columns and tabloid magazines, fueling his image as a rakish and irresistible Lothario. However, his romantic conquests were not without consequences, as they frequently embroiled him in controversy and legal troubles that threatened to overshadow his career and tarnish his reputation. Errol Flynn's life was marred by a series of legal issues and controversies that added a layer of complexity to his public persona. One of the most notorious incidents occurred in 1942, when Flynn was accused of statutory rape by two underage girls. The highly publicized trial, which gripped the nation, ended in Flynn's acquittal due to lack of evidence, but it left a permanent stain on his reputation and fueled speculation about his private life. Additionally, Flynn faced allegations of Nazi sympathies during World War II, stemming from his friendship with certain German expatriates in Hollywood. While these claims were never substantiated, they cast a shadow over Flynn's patriotism and commitment to the Allied cause. Despite his immense success on screen, Errol Flynn struggled with financial woes throughout his life, exacerbated by his lavish lifestyle and penchant for living beyond his means. His extravagant spending habits, coupled with a series of ill-fated business ventures and failed investments, left him teetering on the brink of bankruptcy. Flynn's financial troubles were further compounded by a slew of lawsuits and legal battles, ranging from breach of contract disputes to allegations of unpaid debts and back taxes. Despite his best efforts to regain his financial footing, Flynn remained mired in financial instability until his untimely death in 1959, leaving behind a legacy tainted by both triumphs and tribulations. Errol Flynn's struggles with alcoholism and health issues were profound and well-documented aspects of his tumultuous life. Despite his image as a swashbuckling and carefree adventurer on screen, Flynn grappled with inner demons that often threatened to derail his personal and professional life. His penchant for excess extended beyond the glitz and glamour of Hollywood parties, leading to a destructive cycle of alcohol that gradually took its toll on his health and well-being. As his fame and fortune grew, so too did his reliance on alcohol as a means of escape from the pressures of stardom and the traumas of his past. Flynn's battle with alcoholism was exacerbated by a series of health issues that plagued him throughout his life. From chronic back pain, stemming from a childhood injury, to recurring bouts of malaria contracted during his travels, Flynn's physical ailments often left him debilitated and in constant pain. Despite seeking treatment and medical intervention, including multiple surgeries and rehabilitation programs, Flynn struggled to conquer his addiction and regain control over his health. His reliance on alcohol as a coping mechanism only served to exacerbate his physical and mental deterioration, leading to a downward spiral that threatened to consume him entirely. Throughout his life, Flynn's struggles with alcoholism and health issues were a constant source of concern for those closest to him, as well as a source of fascination for the public and the media. His erratic behavior, fueled by alcohol and pain medication, often landed him in precarious situations, both professionally and personally. Despite the efforts of friends, family, and medical professionals to intervene and offer support, Flynn's battle with addiction remained an ongoing and deeply entrenched struggle. Errol Flynn, warts and all, how the broke Hollywood film star met his end in Vancouver. Errol Flynn, the iconic Hollywood star renowned for his dashing charm and swashbuckling roles, left an indelible mark on Vancouver during his fateful visit. In July and August, amidst the influx of over 5 million foreigners to Canada for their summer vacations, Flynn's presence stood out among the revolutionaries, luminaries, and criminals who momentarily paused to engage with Canadian society. Clad in a mauve, open-necked shirt, Flynn exuded an aura of energy and charisma, captivating Vancouver society with tales of his globe-trotting adventures. His life seemed like a script from one of his movies, filled with daring escapades such as dodging shellfire in the Spanish Civil War and rubbing shoulders with rebel leader Fidel Castro during the Cuban Revolution. Despite his 50 years and the toll of his tumultuous lifestyle evident in his liquor-ravaged organs, Flynn's wit and charm remained undiminished. His anecdotes ranged from the thrilling to the bizarre, including the infamous prank involving the propped-up corpse of actor John Barrymore. However, tragedy struck suddenly as Flynn succumbed to a massive heart attack, abruptly ending the jovial atmosphere and casting a somber shadow over the evening. The subsequent events unfolded with a surreal mixture of celebrity intrigue and grim reality. As Flynn lay on a cold stainless steel table, Canadian pathologists meticulously dissected his body, probing through his rib cage and scrutinizing his organs, including his legendary genitalia. Vancouver coroner Glenn MacDonald, reflecting on the ignominious end of the once famous movie star, encapsulated the sobering truth of mortality amidst glamour. Flynn's demise underscored the fleeting nature of fame and the harsh realities that lurked beneath the veneer of Hollywood stardom. For many Canadians of the era, Errol Flynn was the epitome of Hollywood's golden age, best known for his iconic roles in films such as The Adventures of Robin Hood and Captain Blood. Yet, behind the silver screen persona lay a man grappling with the weight of his legacy. In his autobiography, My Wicked, Wicked Ways, published shortly after his untimely demise in Vancouver, Flynn bared his soul, confronting the existential crisis of being reduced to a mere symbol in the eyes of the world. His candid reflections echoed the disillusionment of a man who had soared to the heights of fame only to confront the harsh realities of his mortality. Errol Flynn was no larger and no smaller in his stature, his jewels, his endowment, than any other man. Errol Flynn, the swashbuckling icon of Hollywood's golden age, was often seen as a larger-than-life figure, a dashing hero both on and off the screen. However, the reality of his final moments paints a different picture. As the coroner, a man who once counted Flynn among his cinematic heroes, observed, "The man brought in on a stretcher appeared far removed from the vibrant image immortalized in his films." At 50 years old, Flynn looked much older, his complexion sallow and his features somewhat bloated. It was a stark reminder of the toll that a life of excess and adventure had taken on him. While Flynn's heart may have been the immediate cause of his demise, the true extent of the damage inflicted upon his body was revealed upon closer examination. Shockingly, it was found that Flynn's genital region bore the brunt of years of indulgence and risky behavior. The coroner's report detailed a troubling discovery. Flynn's penis was afflicted with an alarming array of genital warts, a testament to his libertine lifestyle. These warts were not merely minor blemishes. They were described as enormous, a grotesque manifestation of the consequences of Flynn's hedonistic pursuits. In a peculiar turn of events, the removal and preservation of these warts became a macabre episode in the annals of forensic pathology. The city's chief pathologist, Tom Harmon, saw fit to extract and preserve the specimens, envisioning them as educational tools for future medical professionals. The notion that a part of Errol Flynn would serve as a lesson in anatomy for generations to come is both surreal and oddly fitting, considering the legendary status he held in life. Yet, fate intervened in the form of Mr. MacDonald, a vigilant observer who stumbled upon this bizarre act of preservation. With a mixture of horror and perhaps a hint of dark humor, MacDonald took it upon himself to restore the warts to their rightful place, using Scotch tape to undo Harmon's morbid initiative. This clandestine act of intervention spared Flynn's dignity from further posthumous indignity, as the second autopsy conducted in Los Angeles made no mention of the Canadian's unorthodox meddling. In reflecting upon the sensationalized curiosity surrounding Flynn's anatomy, MacDonald offered a poignant insight. He sought to debunk the myth of Flynn's larger-than-life endowment, emphasizing that the late star was, in essence, just an ordinary man. In doing so, MacDonald not only dispelled the salacious rumors, but also offered reassurance to men everywhere who might feel inadequate in comparison to the Hollywood ideal. In death, as in life, Errol Flynn remains a complex figure, his legacy a blend of legend and human frailty, immortalized in celluloid and medical oddities alike. Errol Flynn, the charismatic and legendary actor known for his adventurous spirit both on and off the screen, passed away on October 14, 1959. He was just 50 years old at the time of his death. Flynn's demise marked the end of a life that had been marked by fame, controversy, and a relentless pursuit of excitement. Upon his death, the world mourned the loss of a true Hollywood icon whose legacy continues to endure to this day. Despite the controversies and scandals that surrounded him in life, Errol Flynn remains a symbol of adventure, romance, and the timeless allure of the silver screen. Flynn was buried at Forest Lawn Memorial Park Cemetery in Glendale, California, a place he once remarked that he hated, with 6 bottles of his favorite whiskey. What do you think about the life of Errol Flynn? Share your opinion in the comments section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting content. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.